Okay, so my clutch needs adjustment, and we're going to do that right now. This is a 2003 special edition XLH 883 Hugger. Okay, 100th anniversary 883, and I'm going to adjust the clutch right now. First thing you want to do is you want to remove these 4 screws right here, right before you let the plate come out. Remember, there's a spring in there, so just hold on to it as it comes out, so the spring doesn't just pop out. Okay, make sure before you you remove the cover that the bike is level. Okay, because if it's not level, you're gonna have oil coming out of here. There's oil there. If it's level, the oil should not be coming out. So again, just make sure that it's level. Okay, so again, step 1 was to remove the clutch inspection cover and the quad ring. And now we're going to go to step number 2 in the manual, which says slide the rubber boot off the clutch line cable adjuster. What that is this right here. It's covering that there, and I just slid it up. On some, it may be easier to slide it down, but again, on this one for me, it was a lot easier just to slide it up. Okay, now step number 3 says loosen the adjuster jam nut, which is this right here. Okay, and you want to turn the adjuster to provide maximum cable slack. You're going to do that with a 1/2 inch on here, and you're going to do that with a 9/16 on the nut. So again, you're going to loosen that up. I already did it. So again, what you do is you want to move this all the way up. So you move that all the way up, and then you're going to do this to the cable to give it the all the way up to give it the maximum cable slack. Okay, now depending on the year and your bike, number 4 says make sure that the clutch cable ferrule seats squarely in the lever housing receptacle on the handlebar. Okay, so then up here, some of them you have the cable ferrule that just goes in there. As you can see, mine is different, so I don't have to really worry about that. Okay, now we're in step number 5, and it says that the clutch mechanism, remove the spring and lock plate assembly. So right here we have the spring and the lock plate assembly. As you can see in the center of the lock plate, what it has, which happens to match right here. Okay, this is right here what keeps this from spinning around. Okay, step number 6 tells us to turn the adjusting screw counterclockwise until it is lightly seated. So again, with a large screwdriver, what you want to do is turn it counterclockwise this way, okay, until it's lightly seated. So again, mine didn't seem to need much adjustment, but we'll see. Kind of hard here holding the camera. Okay, I'm gonna loosen it up there a little bit. So again, it says just to turn it counterclockwise until you feel it lightly seated, which feels about right there. Then next, what you want to do is turn it just a quarter turn. So mine is flat there, and there's my quarter turn right there. Okay, now we're in step number 8, which says to reinstall the spring and the lock plate assembly so that it fits inside the outer ramp recess. If necessary, it says to turn the adjusting screw clockwise until the flats on the lock plate fit into the flats in the outer ramp. So again, what that means is put this in here, okay, and as you can see in mine, it went in. If it doesn't, what you want to do is just turn it a little bit until it does go in, okay? Number 9 tells us to be sure that the quad ring is located in the primary drive cover groove. Now, step number 10 says to install the inspection cover so that the notch on the cover fits over the cable boss on the primary drive cover. Then tighten on the retaining screws to 84 to 108 inch-pounds. Now, here, especially when we got aluminum, such small screws, etc., my personal opinion is you want to be really careful. When it tells me 84 to 108, I usually go 84 with the torque wrench. I want to make sure I never over tighten or break a screw or strip it. So again, you see the little groove here. You see that here on the cover. Okay, so I'm going to put this cover back now that we got the spring back in there. Okay, now we finished the 10 steps. Next thing, number 11, is to check the free play, and this is how the manual says to do it. At the inline cable adjuster, you want to turn the adjuster away from the jam nut until slack is completely eliminated at the clutch hand level. Okay, so this right here, we're going to turn this so that it gives away from the jam nut until all this slack that we have here is eliminated. Okay, so we did 11A, which again was to turn this back down, the adjuster, until you removed all the slack on here. Okay, so I just finished doing that. Now, after I eliminated the all the slack there, 11B tells us to pull the clutch cable end away from the clutch level and then turn the clutch cable adjuster to attain a free play of 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch. So what that is saying is grab right here, make sure that it's seated properly in there, okay? But pull here, and what you want to do, hopefully you can see this, is right there you want to have anywhere from 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch, okay? So it looks like about 1/8 of an inch there for me. Okay, it feels and looks just about right. Again, as you can pull that cable out, and there's anywhere between 1/16 to 1/8 of an inch distance right there. Once that is done, then you come back here, and again you hold on to this right here with a 1/2 inch wrench, and with a 9/16 you bring the nut back down without moving this and tighten the nut against the adjuster there. Then you go ahead and you move the boot down, and that's it. That's all it takes to it. And now I'm gonna go for a ride and make sure I did it correctly. Okay, just got back. Everything is fine. Had a nice ride, and seems I did everything correctly. Hope this helped somebody out. Thanks for watching.